What's up gamers, welcome back to another video. I promised I'd return with another Monoposto video, and since my last upload, the game has received a few updates. One feature I've been really excited to test out is the engine clipping. It's meant to make the game feel more like real F1 by redirecting some engine power away from the wheels and into charging the battery. That means the car can slow down while energy is being harvested instead of fully powering the car forward. A lot of players say the AI doesn't seem affected by this feature, so managing the battery while still fighting for P1 can be pretty challenging. Today we're heading to Bahrain to test it out on track. And if you are new here, you're most welcome. Make sure to subscribe for more racing game videos and reviews. Let's get started. Here we are in Bahrain Grand Prix, boys. A beautiful circuit here, and as you can already tell, I reverted back to that initial look of the game because I feel like that customization I done before was a little bit off. The teams didn't match up to the drivers and stuff, so it was a bit embarrassing and a bit awkward, but we are doing stock this time round. And we are way behind, guys. Look at that. We don't do a qualifying run, so we're not getting pole position this time round. This is a quick 2-lap session. Let's see how this goes with that new feature. And I'm just gonna do a quick car setup. So I'm just gonna tone down this wing setup so we get a good speed, and then I'm gonna go lower the suspension a bit. And since we're getting a good weather, I'm gonna go for soft tires. We are so ready for this race now. Look at that. I'm just waiting for this red lights to go off and we can launch this thing. But let me show you my settings real quick. And right here I've got driving help level set to low and opponent's level set to mid. And over on the advanced sub, I've got play engine power set to 100% and AI engine power set to 100% as well. So this is gonna be really interesting. And one more thing, guys, I've got engine clipping turned on. So if I do this right now, I'm gonna be turning it off because basically it says disable right here, so I better leave it at that. And wish me luck, boys. Woohoo! Perfect launch! Look at that. So for this first race, I'm not gonna try and manage the battery, but in the second race, we're gonna try and apply some strategy to manage the battery. I've caused a disaster right there. Sorry, guys. So in the second race, we're gonna try and apply some strategy, manage the battery, and see what position we're gonna be getting. But let's see how this clipping occurs in this race in real time. Ooh, watch out!
They gave us a penalty. Sorry.
Oh, we've got the first penalty now. And the air is super aggressive, guys. Look at that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to survive this lap, but fingers crossed, boys. Ooh, another penalty. No way, bro. Come on. Okay, that was crazy. We've got P11 right now. Look at the battery, bro. It is drained all the way down to 0%. And we need to test out that clipping now. And I think you're gonna be getting a straight section after this bend, I believe. Ooh, look at that. You've got a straight section. Now watch out for that telemetry data on that steering. Look at that. Oh, some clipping. I don't know if you guys saw that. And there was a minimal clipping, but hopefully we get another clipping. You guys watch out for those telemetry data on that steering. Oh, we're getting some clipping now. Look at that. That's crazy, bro. And we still got P12. The boys are going hard, bro. Look at that. And this is the second lap. You guys keep checking those telemetry data on the steering. And this is awesome, bro. I feel like it's a bit realistic, but at the same time, I'm starting to realize that the AI isn't affected by that clipping. So you're basically gonna be struggling hard to get a P1, while the AI is simply going full send, bro. Oh, we've got a clear track now. Oh, some clipping. I don't know if you guys saw that as well. Oh, no way. You're not gonna get P1 this time round. Oh, here comes the last stretch, boys. Ooh, the tracks are clear. I'm gonna try and maintain that P12. And to do that, I'm gonna have to defend that. I'm gonna use defensive strategy. And look at that. Oh, P12. I wasn't expecting that. I thought I was gonna DNF this race because the AI is pretty aggressive, bro. This is a really interesting feature and I think it adds a whole new level of challenge. You've seen how quickly things can fall apart if you don't manage the battery properly. So now, I want to do 2 more hot laps, but this time we'll focus on managing it better to avoid unnecessary slowdowns when you need that extra boost the most. So here's the strategy. Once the battery drops down to around 40%, I'm turning ERS off and letting it recharge every time we use it. Let's see how this works out. Welcome back to Bahrain Grand Prix, guys, and look at that. I've just changed the F1 car, but we still got the same car setup on this thing. So hopefully we get P1 this time round with that strategy. So we just have to give it our best and hope for the best, guys. And we gotta be real careful with that ERS and battery. Ooh, turn it off right there. And gain some position. And then turn it back on the straight section. Ooh, look at that. This is actually working, guys. No way. We've got P4 right now. And we gotta turn it back off, dive through the corner, and wait for another straight section or another overtaking chance, and then turn it back on, get some boost, and right here I'm just gonna overtake one of these guys, get P2 and stuff, and look at that, we're gaining position, guys. Okay, I'm gonna turn it back on, get some boost and then turn it off before it gets depleted. And look at that, boys. Haha, I'm really cooking now. And I'm really loving this, bro. But it can be pretty challenging, especially anticipating for those braking points while still trying to manage that battery and trying to get that boost. It is crazy, I'm telling you, this is a tough race. Ooh, we're getting some clip in. Okay, we gotta leave it now, get it recharged, and then we're gonna turn it back on later on. But here's our chance to get P2, boys. P4 actually. And look at that, in the second lap. And if we don't get P1, guys, you really have to pardon me, because this is a tough race. Okay, now is my chance to get that P2, P3. I just gotta maintain it at that. Ooh, sorry. sorry about that. We got P2 now. And I don't know if that's fair, but you guys tell me down below. Okay, here's the last stretch now. And we need to give it a boost now. And then turn it off, dive through this corner. And then get that P1. I don't think we're gonna be getting that P1, guys. Oh, this is so sad. We're not gonna be getting P1. But we got P2, boys. Something to be real proud of. Ooh, that was close. Almost lost it there. And here comes the last stretch. P2.
Wonderful race.